All right.
Yeah, my dad, he was he changed his name to Host, and he told all of us to call him that. There was reasons for it, but I don't really know what it was. And anyway, he got that old house there, and he went in there, it's pouring down rain. He went in there, built him up a fire, was laying down there, and he always carried his pistol. He said on his left side there, under his arm. He said that he was laying there and said somebody come in the door there. He said it was a woman. She come in there and sit down right in his head. He said, right when I got hold of his pistol, said, you know, I've heard that if you shoot a Hank, they'll jump on you. So he changed his mind about shooting her, so he got up. He's outside out there. When he did, he was walking down the road, he met a guy there, and he said, hey, have you seen my wife? He said, well, there's a woman coming up there while I was laying up on the front of the fire there. He said, that's probably her. Said she's a little bit off. She gets out at night, walk like that by herself.
Good thing you didn't kill her, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
Tell them about when JC went to work that one day in his life.
Oh, let's see.
That was Gladys's, Poppy's sister. Gladys married JC.
Yeah, it was his brother, Host's brother-in-law. Yeah, Host's brother-in-law. He was a bootlegger, and so he decided he'd go get him a public job, and he went down and got him one over there in Perry. He went over there and worked that day, and he come back home. And he said, "That's my first and last day at work."
Too much like work.
Too much like work. Oh, Lord have mercy.
So he moonshined all that time.
Yeah.
You said the feds about got him one time. He always was able to outrun them, get ahead of them.
He said he was pretty smart, old JC was. He was always watching out for the law, and he said that one day a couple of fellas pulled up out there in the yard, and he thought he knew one of them. And he walked out there and said, I said, how you doing, JC? He said, all right, how are you, buddy? I ain't seen you in a long time. Yeah, okay. But me and my buddy here, we headed down to Florida and said, we would like for you to fix up a little keg, about 2-gallon keg of moonshine, and we'll be back in about 2 weeks to get it. He said, okay, that'll be fine. So they left, and he got him a keg, fixed it up. Something about that they was supposed to make it taste better and all, whatever. But anyway, about 2 weeks later, they pulled back about that in the yard, and he went and got the keg and brought it out there, and the guy opened the back door, and he set it down in there. And when he raised back up, the guy sat there with a badge in his hand. He said, USOB you. They went to court, and he said, and they told what happened, and the judge said, well, now you see, this is what you call
unlawful arrest or coercion or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, what do you call it?
Entrapment.
Entrapment. This is called entrapment. Said, Mr. JC, you going back home.
Well, who was it didn't like him? Andrew Hill?
Andrew Hill didn't like him. He was the sheriff there in Hawkinsville. He was always trying to catch him. And one day, he was, JC was down there making a run down there, and old Hill and them, they had hid out down there on the side of the road. Was going into the still. And so after they got it going up, the law jumped up, and JC run past old Hill and run up there and jumped in his car and left. And he got in the car and drove to Hawkinsville, wide open. Got out there and run in the pool hall. I said, hey, so, I said, how you doing? I'm all right. He said, what time is it there, buddy? He said, it's so-and-so, okay. So when they went to court, the judge was asking the sheriff about what was going on. He said, well, I've been trying to catch JC. He said, I think I got him this time. He said, really? He said, well, let's see. He's got some witnesses here now, I think. Called a witness up there and said, he said, What time you said it was? You was out there when JC was out. He told him what time it was, and he said, "Okay." And he asked the witness, "What time was Mr. Avery knew what?" And he gives the same time that he'll give. And he said, "Well," said, "I don't know how Mr. Avery could be in two places at the same time." He said, "Case dismissed."
He running that pool on, got him a witness right quick.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.